Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 132, Calculus with Applications, Section 13.4, Problem 3. This is Section 13.4, Problem number 3. It says, draw the graph of the following function. Be sure to label the x and y coordinates of any critical points. And the function that we have to draw the graph of is 4x squared minus 24x plus 41. So this is a 7-step process. Step 1, take the first derivative. So I'm going to have f prime of x equals, the 4x squared will give me an 8x to the first for the derivative. The exponent of 2 comes down times the number in front, which is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. X to 1 less power, so it's 8x to the first. The next piece minus 24x, the derivative is minus 24. Because when you have an x to the first, the derivative is the number in front, which includes the sign, so negative 24. The 41 at the end has no x with it, so its derivative is 0. So f prime of x is 8x minus 24. That's step 1. Step 2, set the first derivative equal to 0. So 8x minus 24 equals 0. So again, the first derivative tells us our slope. We want to know where the slope is going to be equal to 0. Step 3 is solve for x. So the 24 will go to the other side. Divide out the 8 in front of the x. So 24 over 8 will reduce to 3. So I know that I have a slope of 0 when I have an x-coordinate of positive 3. So on my graph, if I go over 3, I know somewhere I'm going to have a horizontal tangent line, or a tangent line with a slope of 0. But the question is, what's the y-coordinate that goes with it? Am I over 3 up 1, over 3 down 4? So what we would do to find that is the next step, step 4, take my answer for step 3, x is 3, plug it back into f of x. Again, not f prime. If I go in f prime, I know the answer is going to come to 0. I want to find f of x, the height. So f of 3 will be 4 times x squared will be 4 times 3 squared minus 24 times x is 24 times 3 plus 41. Now if we do the math, 3 squared is 9 times the 4 in front. 9 times 4 is 36. 24 times 3 is 72. It's going to be negative 72. And then plus 41. So if I combine my positives, 36 and 41, that'd be positive 77. Positive 77 and negative 72 will be positive 5. So I have a critical value with an x-coordinate of 3 and a y-coordinate of 5. So the next step, step 5, is plot that point on the graph. So if I come over to the graph, I go over 3 for the x, up 5 for the y. We'll have a critical point right about here. And again, by critical point, I mean the tangent line is 0. This is going to be a spot where it flattens out. It's either going to come down and flatten out and go back up and represent a minimum value here, or it's going to come up, flatten out, and go back down. So that's step 6. Figure out if I go over a little less and a little more than 3, if I go over 2 and over 4, the height's going to be a little less or a little more than my critical point. And that'll tell me if I'm getting a minimum value here or a maximum. So again, the x value for my critical point is 3. So let's see the height I get at 2 and the height I get at 4. So let's plug in a 2, again, into f of x, not f prime. So f of 2 equals 4 times x squared becomes 4 times 2 squared minus 24 times x is 24 times 2, and then plus 41 on the end. So 2 squared is 4 times the 4 in front is 16. Then negative 24 times 2 is minus 48, and then I have a 41 on the end. So if I combine my positives, positive 16, positive 41, I'm going to have positive 57. Positive 57 and negative 48 will be positive 9. So if I go over 2, the height that goes with that is up 9. So most likely when I put in the 4, it'll also be up the same height, but you really need to try each side. So let's see the height when I put in a 4 for x. f of 4 equals 4 times x squared will be 4 times 4 squared. Then minus 24 times x will be 24 times 4. And then plus 41. So now 4 squared is 16. 4 times 4 is 16 times the 4 in front. 16 times 4 is 64. Then negative 24 times 4 will be negative 96. And then plus 41. So again, if I combine my positives, I have positive 64 and positive 41 will be positive 105. I have positive 105, negative 96 will also be positive 9, which was kind of what I was expecting, but it's good to verify that. So if I go over 4, that's also up 9. And the final step, step 7, is to connect the dots. So what's happening is it does come down through positive 2, 9. It flattens out here at over 3, up 5, turns around, goes back up through 4, 9, and it continues forever.